A lot has been happening in our country recently, and I'm sure it's been giving you a lot of concern, and also it has been giving me a lot of concern. You're welcome to Let's Talk with Gabriella, and our topic for today is social unrest. My name is Gabriella. Welcome. Under this topic, we're going to be discussing about three things. The first is about rape, the second about murder and police brutality, and the third about racism and tribalism. I know you have a lot of view about each of this topic. Do well to share your views on the comment box. Don't forget to subscribe as well as like this video. Rape is having sexual intercourse with an individual without consent. There is nothing, I mean absolutely nothing, that justifies rape, because a lot of people have become rape apologists in our society, giving different excuses to justify their action, to justify a very barbaric action. First, I'm going to start with the sexual abuse of kids. Now, you hear stories that a 6-year-old was raped. You hear stories that a 2-year-old was raped. It is sickening. It is appalling to even listen to such. Like, each time I open my phone and I check the news and I see stories like that, it gives me concern for the future. Now you have a child, you have a young child. Fine, like I said, nothing justifies rape. But you have a child, you can as well try to cope things like this. A lot of people are very careless with their children. A lot of people do not know how to care about their children. It is not even fair enough that as a parent, you don't spend quality time with your children, you don't engage in conversations with your children. That alone is a major concern in the society, because a lot of people are already engrossed in this social media saga. A lot of parents are busy pressing their phone, trying to post for the gram and all, and neglecting their own children. When you have to start paying attention to your children, when you start hearing stuff like a young child, and they're already calling her my wife, my husband. No, please stop it. Tell them to stop it. Nobody should call your child my wife. Nobody should call your child my husband. Nobody should do that. Stop keeping your children with people just anyhow persons. Don't leave your children anyhow. Take care of your children, because a lot of people, they will just be like, when they are tired of their own child, maybe the child is disturbing them at home, and next thing you hear, oh yeah, go to brother this person's house, go to your neighbor's house, then go and stay. And then you lose guard and you don't know what's happening to your child. You don't know what that uncle, what that auntie is doing with your child. There is no reason why a guy should rape a girl. Yes, you guys had a conversation about sex. She came to your house. That is not a guarantee for you to rape her. And so people even it just makes everything worse. A lot of people make things worse they make you feel, these people that have been into the situation, you make them feel very uncomfortable to even speak out. I really want to applaud those that have been speaking out, those that have been expressing themselves, because trust me, I want to say this, that it is not actually easy. Because a lot of people are there to just lash you. A lot of people are there to just call you names. Okay, now for example, a girl was raped and she came out and said she was raped by a guy, and then you're like, not you going out. Wait till you find go my house. So because she went to see a friend, because she went to see a guy, is that an assurance? Is that why you have to rape her? Is that an excuse to even rape somebody? Like, what comes out from some of our mouth, or when we are online typing, it's just absurd. And for the male as well, because you're a female, you feel that you have been given, because honestly, I would say this, I'm a woman, but I should say that women are overprivileged. Let me put it like that. You see, things that a man can do and not get away with, a woman will do it times 2 and she'll get away with it. Nobody's going to say anything because she's a woman. Now, if a man calls out a woman and say, oh, this woman raped me, I'm sure a lot of people are going to laugh at him. A lot of people are going to say different things to him. And people will not even believe him, because they'll be like, how will a girl rape a man? But trust me, these things are happening. These things are happening daily. People are being silenced by what society is going to say, what everybody is going to think about them, and this should stop, because this is one of the major problems. you enabling this act is even giving people rights to do it, because they feel that if they do it, nothing's going to happen. What is the government doing about the situation? What are you? Let us not even call the government separately. What are you doing about this situation? Are you there enabling people? Because you feel that your comments don't matter. You feel that what you say don't matter, but you support evil by even as little as what you say. As little as what comes out from your mouth, you support it. Somebody might just be going online and just see that, oh, this person was raped, and you're like, she deserves it. It's enabling another person to want to do it. Someone else wants to try it. You're giving them the chance to want to engage in it. Okay, this story of the girl that was raped in Benin, who are in blessed memories to her, I feel very sad about that situation, because not just rape, she was also murdered. For what reason? Why? The fact that someone is raped is already traumatizing, because it takes time. It takes time for someone to pull out from that thing. It takes time for you to accept it. A lot of people that go through sexual abuse, when they grow up, they become beasts. They have issues mentally. They have to take care of themselves mentally. A lot of people still dream about it. A lot of people still get scared. So people don't even know how to handle relationships because of what happened in their past, because they were abused. So you don't just look at everybody walking on the street and you be like, oh, this girl, this guy is just somehow, he acts somehow. You do not know what that person is going through. You do not know what the person has gone through. These people need special care to handle, because it is not easy. It is not easy to pull out from it. I've watched people. I've seen a lot of people try to come out from it, and it was a struggle. Some end up as sex addicts, and some end up as people that do not even accept it at all. And when they get married, it affects their home. If you find yourself with such people, please, I beg you, do not push them away. Do not insult them. Do not say negative things to them. Try to be there for them. Work on them. Try to work on them. They are going to improve with time. A lot of things are happening in our society. Like I was saying earlier about the case of Uwa, I saw a comment and the person was like, nobody's even asking what was she even doing in the church. What book was she reading? The school in session. Like the manner of words, like I said earlier, that comes up from some people's mouth, you keep wondering if they are humans. Because one thing I know is that a lot of us have forgotten how to be humans, and the first thing is to be a human first. We have blood flowing in our veins. At least if you do not have anything to offer, you should have human sympathy. And someone went through such a thing, and the first thing that came to your head was that, what was she doing there? What book was she reading? And you're forgetting that some people are just book lovers. Please, this issue of rape should not be condoned in any way. There is nothing that justifies it. Absolutely nothing. We have to guest speaker on this show that is going to be talking to us about these issues. And first, we are going to be having Urenki David. Please watch and enjoy.
Hi, my name is Urenki David, and thank you for having me on the show. Amongst everything that is happening, I would just like to talk about one, because of my time, I'll be leaving it out as a point or as a nugget. I'd like to talk about rape, and I would like to say that rape is not the problem, it's the proceed of the problem. I've been with a person who was raped, and I know what the person felt, and I lived with the person, so I know what it means, and I know what it took to get the person out of it over the years. It didn't just happen overnight. I'd like to say that there are 7 spheres of influence that contribute to our behavior and our experiences. I may not remember everything, but I would like to list them and just pick one to explain. This is not to discredit anybody. Everything everyone is trying to do to get us out of this situation is not wrong, but that's not all there is. And what I'm about to say is not wrong, but that's not all there is. It is a combination of all of these forces that brings about a solid foundation and gets us out of the struggle. So, number one is spirituality, or your religion, some calls it. Number two is government and power. Number three is education. Number four is media. Number five is finance. I can't remember the last two, so I'll pick just one, and which is God. Because at some point you can express your feelings, you can even talk to anybody, and when people are done talking with you, you are left alone. So you don't even, sometimes the truth is sometimes you don't have to pray. You just have to pray. You just have to just say sometimes with your mind, I know what the person went through, so I know what people are going through right now. So the healing to the problem is not the people that were created by the Creator. It's going back to the Creator. The way to repair my phone is to take it to an authorized dealer or to the manufacturer to either repair it or change it. So there are some things that cannot be taken away by philosophies, by talking, by emotions. It has to come from who created you. He alone has the authority and the power to take away an experience and give you a new one without you understanding how. So that is the beginning of it, but that's not all there is. Because when we go through something physically, it places demand on our experiences. It creates an experience, it gives us an information, it makes us knowledgeable about it. Then it places demands on our soul. Then we have a well up of feelings and emotion. Then it places a demand on our spirit, and that's when the person has a broken spirit. So you don't heal it from the channel through which it came. You have to heal it from the channel which it ended on. So if the foundation of a house is destroyed, you have to bring down the whole building and build the foundation again. If the roof or the wall is destroyed, the foundation is okay. You don't have to bring it down, you just have to repair. That's why I say either it's a repair or it's a change. It starts from your spirit. Thank you for having me, Gabriella S1, and every other sphere of influence is needed, because together we're going to make the right changes. Thank you.
Thank you, David. That was amazing. I hope you guys learned one or two things from what he said. Please, I'm begging you, always remember to pray for these people, be it Christian, be it Muslim. Pray for them so they come out from this depression, from the feeling, from what they are going through. Always remember to pray for them, and pray for our society as well. The world needs that prayer. Please, let's listen to Elekima Glory, our second guest.
In recent times, we have had so many issues about rape cases and murder. We have had so many issues about police brutality. It is not acceptable for human lives to be reduced to 15 naira as a policeman. It is not acceptable for a man or a woman to rape either people, either you're a man or a woman, you're a young boy or a young girl. It is not acceptable. We are advised, or we are trained as people, to be human first. But these days, we have more animals as human beings. It is not acceptable that 74-year-old men would rape a 6-year-old child. It is not acceptable that people are killed and taken to the police station to report, and you hear silly comments like, "And your pikin be the first person to be raped." Are you kidding me? We are humans. The people that are having these issues, or the people that are doing these things, is it that blood not they flow for your veins, or abi it's a different God or the same different Allah that created us? Whatever religion we carry. It is not acceptable. I believe that over time, we just have men and women that go into the police academy just to be given the license to collect 15 naira or 100 naira, because that is the right, or that is the amount now that is being given. Over time, we have India being one of the largest cases of rape, and those people cover their body to the teeth. The girl that was killed in her house, was she outside? If the issue is that girls are not on the streets, the girls that were, the sales girl that was raped by this, but I don't understand, when did we get to this level when nobody is saying anything? The law has to come. We have a law. We have constitutions that were put in order for this. Parents, please and please, you guys should install cams in your house. Don't let anybody touch your child or carelessly. Don't let your 2-year-old child be a wife already to a 16-year-old boy for waiting. Don't allow your children to collect things from people. I beg you, not be beggar. If you can provide, train your children contentment. Keep your children, dress them well. I'm not saying all this is going to be the end or the solution, but at least it's a start. Parents, keep your eyes to your children. Society, where did all the compassion go to? There's no more compassion. Police, what is happening? Can we let our young boys walk on the streets without being scared that somebody's going to hold them? Can we get to the point where we can actually walk on the street and hug someone and stop being afraid that the next second police or something is going to happen to you? Can our young girls happen or even have, now we have Mitoni people saying things like, "Shall we get picking?" When? It's a joy to be a mother, but now you're even scared to have children, to bring them in the world when you don't even know how safe they are. We need to start teaching things like consent in our classes. We need to start teaching children what rape is and stop plenty reproduction talk. You can't be teaching children about reproduction at 16 years old and you don't teach them on how to say no and how to shout. We need to have laws that are put down. No, hold on, we have laws, but these laws are not even taken because there is someone up there that is scaling for the person's own gain. If unity doesn't continue or if unity is not brought in and people talk about these things, I'm sorry, but in 500 years we will still have the same problem. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Glory, and I'm so excited she mentioned something about the police brutality. Like, people don't walk free anymore. Like, being on drugs doesn't mean that you're a bad person. People don't have freedom to what they want to wear or what they want to do with their hair, with their body anymore, and it's not supposed to be like that. I think this issue, it's a government issue, and the government just have to look into it. People are crying, people are wailing. The government just have to come to our aid in cases like this. It is very important. Now I'm going to be talking about racism. Okay, I don't want to even talk about racism as a broad topic. I want to bring it down to ourselves because everybody is it's so easy for everybody to shout Black Lives Matters and justice for Floyd, and beautiful, that's amazing. But they say what? Charity begins where? At home. Majority of those people that are shouting all those stuffs are tribalistic. When you cannot even accommodate your fellow countryman, then what is it about? What are you propagating? You hear things like, oh, I cannot marry an Igbo girl, I cannot marry a Yoruba guy, I cannot marry an Hausa, I can't do this, I can't do that. Oh no, you never agree because the person is not from your tribe, and you are calling others racist. You are also tribalistic. So we should start working on ourselves as well. We should try and unite, like Glory said. We should try and unite as a nation, as a country. Without it, we are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. We should learn to be a brother's keeper. Okay, because a lot of ills that happen in this country is because of tribalism. If you've not noticed, unemployment, tribalism. Yes. Unemployment, tribalism, because you see some people, you go for an interview, you might be qualified for it, but because you're not from their tribe, they would rather give someone that is less experienced than you the job. Yes, it happens. Yes, I would say this. I've heard a case of a secondary school person that was qualified to be the head girl of her school, and they told her that no, that you are Igbo, you cannot be the head girl in a Yoruba school. Like, what is that? You hear, oh, my dad can never allow me to marry a Yoruba man. My dad can never allow me to marry an Igbo man. Why? And you start seeing domestic violence because they tend to marry people that are not for them, people that they don't love, people that their family just choose for them. They tend to marry the wrong person. You see, a lot of people already have people that they want to be with, people they want to spend the rest of their life with, and then they'll take this person's home, and their mothers or their fathers or their family members will be like, oh no, this person is Igbo, please, oh, I've heard so many things about Igbo people, oh no, I've heard so many things about Yoruba people, oh no, Calabar women are this one. You hear several things, and at the end, you don't end up with the person you love. You end up with someone else. And every day new cases come up. Domestic violence is on another level. And we think that's not a problem for us to solve in our own dear country, Nigeria. We think it's not a problem to solve in our country. Let's try solving this tribalism problem and see if this country will not move to greater heights. We as a nation have to come together. We have to stop this. Let me mention one more thing about child marriage. I know there was a law that was passed against child marriage, but some states still support and promote it, and nothing is happening. How can you wife a 13-year-old? How? Well, I tend to wonder, what do they actually enjoy? What will you enjoy in a 13-year-old girl that has she's not even ripe? She has nothing to put in the table. She has nothing to offer. So what are you doing? There are a lot of people that are grown-ups that are looking for husbands. A lot of people that are not married, and you decide that you want to get married to a 13-year-old. Then you find out that she gives birth, and the child, she can't take care of her child because she's a child. Why will a child give birth to a child? Like I said, when we eventually come together as a nation, when we eventually come together to solve all these problems we do not see as problems, then this country, and dear Nigeria, will be a better place. Thank you for staying with me on the show. I really appreciate your time and patience. Do have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. My name is Gabriella. Have a wonderful day.